We can't hear.
Yes, thank you very much for a nice talk.
Thank you.
Other people already asked you that how to find out the guru, because in my case, I don't know many people among the Vedanta society. So can I find outside of Vedanta society is okay or not preferable?
It depends upon you, no? You have to decide. Nobody can decide for yourself. How can anybody decide this question?
Yeah.
You have to see which form of God you like, which person you really respect and adore, so you can form a relationship, and many things have to be considered.
Yeah. The guru has the relation between guru and me, sort of a man-to-man relationship.
No, it's not man to man. That's a different relationship. It's not like friends. That's a
Okay.
very sacred relationship, yeah.
Yeah. I think it will be very, very difficult for me to find right guru. I think takes.
If you are sincere, everything will happen slowly. Don't be impatient.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Can I speak something?
So,
One question I have for you, and I hope I don't give you a headache.
no.
In the modern world where cryopreservation might be an option. So
What preservation?
cryopreservation. So when instead of dying, people will freeze their bodies so that after 100 years, when we have better technology, the same body can come to life.
That is not possible. That will never be possible.
You sure?
Of course.
Okay. Then I can't give you a headache.
No, that is absolutely impossible. It will never be done. Let them waste hundreds and thousands of years and billions of dollars in research. It will never be done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aishwari ji,
Namaskaram, Swamiji.
namaste. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the great explanation about the subtle body. One thing that jumped out at me is the point about how the gross body, we lose them at every birth, but the subtle body is only one, and we will carry it from lifetime to lifetime until we are liberated. Only then that body will be let go. So how should we live our life so that the subtle body will carry the most positive impressions? Because it seems like every lifetime we are putting some layer of impressions on the subtle body.
Yeah. So
How
just
to do
put
this?
whatever you do makes up that impression, because that although it is not active on the surface, but in a subtle form it remains. So if we do good things, think good thoughts, good impressions will remain in the subtle body. If we do the contrary, then those will remain. So that is the upshot of the whole matter. That is why Swami Vivekananda said, be good and do good is the whole of religion.
Thank
When
you so
we
much.
always think good, do good, actually from thoughts our actions spring. So always have good thoughts that will lead to good actions. And of course, the final goal is even to get detached from this subtle body also.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Swamiji.
So,
One question I have for you, and I hope I don't give you a headache.
no.
In the modern world where cryopreservation might be an option.
Abhaji, are you there? We can't hear you.
Okay, can you
Yeah,
hear me now?
Yeah.
Uh,
Now you're having great company, but I'm glad that you could spare some time for us also. Yeah.
oh, it's very special, Swamiji. I won't leave it for anything. Oh, what happened? Where am I now? I lost everything.
Why? We can hear you, see you, everything.
Oh, I cannot see you. So one thing I'll say in Bengali, bhalo thabe.
ভালো থাকবে।
And I agree with Das family. Your song is very divine.
Thank you.
It's not beautiful. The one thing which I have a kind of escaped to my mind is that when the subtle body leaves the physical body,
Yeah.
physical body just basically instrument, right? It doesn't, it goes, everything comes through the subtle body.
Yeah.
So why we do not have a memory when we enter into the another body?
Why we do not have the memory, I don't
Yeah,
know.
why can't we remember?
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know why some say that because at the time of death the pain is so much at the time of birth the pain is so much we forget everybody for everything. In the Bhagavata it is there. If you read the Bhagavata Purana,
Yes.
there it is said that when we are in the womb of our mother, when we have gained consciousness, then we remember all our births. Okay, then we decide that so many times we have been born and we have died. In this birth, the baby decides that in this birth it will not go into the world at all. From the very birth, it will be devoted to God and get liberation. Everything noble ideas it decides. But at the time of birth, that terrible suffering which it has makes it forget everything. So we don't remember anything. Actually, it is a very good thing. The memories of one life is also too much to handle. So if we had remembered all our previous life, my God, so many mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, friends, relatives, we would have gone mad.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I always wonder, I wonder two things. What happens after a person dies,
Hmm.
and why can't we remember things
Second,
and learn from our mistakes?
first one we will know when we die what will happen to us. That is no problem. And why don't we remember when we take the next birth? We will see.
You know, when you meet somebody and you see, you think you know this, or your alignment with this person.
Yeah.
Like you feel the association is good or whatever it is. With some people you don't want to.
Yeah.
So, and
Maybe
this comes
some relation is there from past birth. Very difficult to
past
say.
probably. Yeah. Thank you, Swamiji. It's very descriptive, your explanation for the subtle body, but I hope we'll go more in detail of it.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So,
One question I have for you, and I hope I don't give you a headache.
Supriya ji.
Namaskar, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Thank you for interesting talk and the bhajan. Beautiful.
Thank you.
There are so many categories, that it is kind of hard to retain, as someone else said. We have to go through. And I had the same question. I was thinking about the same thing as Sashiji, that, Sukshma Sharira, we move. And one of the constituents are the manas and the buddhi, and we also carry our karma fal, but why not all the experiences?
That is the grace of God that we don't carry. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
it would have been a big problem. Yeah.
Big problem, and the attachment would multiply.
Multiplied 1 million times.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much, Maharaj.
But actually, they say that in the last birth, a person remembers all his previous birth and then he gets true Vairagya because he sees that he has come and gone so many times. There is a very interesting portion of Swamiji's works where Swamiji describes this. So next class, if I don't forget, I will quote exactly Swami Vivekananda's words on that subject.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was not aware of that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. So
One question I have for you, and I hope I don't give you.
Swamiji, I remember the name of the person who was in England. That was Sir F.W.H. Myers. He was the one who started the Society for Psychic Research, and they used to have a journal. And he has Sir F.W.H. Myers has a book also called Man the Unknown. I've read that book, and so he describes
All
lots of
the
research.
answers are there in our scriptures. That is the main thing. So we can do endless research on that, but that will not change what will happen to us. See, what has happened to this person XYZ doesn't matter in our life.
Right, yeah, sure.
So our scriptures don't waste time on all that, because doing research on this is just satisfying our curiosity. It won't help us in any way. And all the answers which you want in these books are already given by our saints and sages. Everything is already said. Now we just have to act upon it. Even if we read 100 million such books of near-death experiences or whatever, how will that help us? Each one is his own
Right.
experience.
I understand that. Okay, thank you, Maharaj.